It was an odd game, wasn't it? Because it seems like both teams were becalmed in the first half. And then come the second half, it was a different story.
Well, both teams were guilty of the same thing in the first half. They were getting up to the attacking third and then just giving the ball away.
Yeah.
But the second half was, for me, was all Napoli. And I understand Klopp's philosophy about opening up and playing, regardless whether you're home or away. But there comes a time when you have to change something. And he didn't change anything. Second half, Liverpool, as I said, under pressure. You've got 10 minutes to go. You get two centre-backs and your goalkeeper are performing heroics to keep the ball at the back of the net. But you persist in having three forwards standing up front. You've got Mane on one side, Salah on the other, and Firmino up the front. When Napoli are streaming through the middle of the park, getting at the back four, and you could see it coming. So if we can see it coming, why can't Klopp see it coming? Why can't he do something? Now, you could argue he couldn't have put any defensive cover on because he'd already taken Milner off, Henderson came on, Keita had to come off injured, and Fabinho came on. But at least get Mane and Salah to tuck in and help out the fullbacks, and they didn't do that. And guess what? They lose the goal with 5 minutes to go. And that is a shame because a 0-0 result would have
been a great result,
put Liverpool absolutely in pole position to qualify.
It was a funny one, Craig, because you still felt Liverpool had it in them to snatch a late winner themselves. I mean, do you think Klopp was thinking that?
Do you know, I never felt they were going to do that.
No.
Maybe last year I would have felt, yes, this front three is not functioning like it was last year on both sides of the game. Against Chelsea, profligate in the final third. Against Tottenham at home, at Wembley, chance after chance after chance. Finally, Slop will pass. Poor finish. Tottenham almost get back in the game and take points off them. Probably should have done with a penalty at the end that wasn't given. And then this game again today, it was breaking down in the final third. But then, as Stevie said, particularly Salah, the Puskas Award winner for that ridiculous goal, which he's never won it, right? But I just wonder with him at the moment how much of it's in his head. Because the ball's bouncing off him, he's not holding it up, and he's not tracking back like he was. And young Alexander-Arnold, who's been magnificent over the last 18 months plus, was getting absolutely wasted down that side because they were clipping it over Salah's head. The midfielder was having to come out. They were playing it round them, and they were getting down the channel.
Yeah, well, to be fair to Alexander-Arnold, is the fact that it was a constant 2v1 because what Napoli was doing very well, Verdi was talking inside, Alexander-Arnold puts himself inside, and then there's the overlapping run by Mario Rui, and there is Salah coming back and trying to defend, and so he's having to pick out, okay, who is the most dangerous player, and in trying to do so, he's getting beaten in behind, and then Napoli's creating all sorts of chances. To your point about Salah and Mane, neither one of them at any point in this game made an actual effort to say, you know what, it's 0-0, it's late in the game. Let's put ourselves behind the ball. Let's make them beat us. Let's put ourselves in a position where they have to break us down. And if Napoli is good enough to do that, then so be it. But make it difficult. There was no point in the second half where Liverpool were really responsible defensively, other than the center backs and the couple of guys in the midfield that are running around trying to match up with mismatches.
You know, there are things to be learned. I understand that the game's always changing and supposedly moving on, and everybody has to play out from the back. And Liverpool and City generally are fantastic at doing that, along with other teams. But there comes a time when you have to learn from the past. And when there's 10 minutes to go and you're away, particularly in Europe, against a good side, you're under severe pressure, kill the game. Let the goalkeeper kick the ball out his hands or a goal kick and shove everybody up and get the opposition back on their heels. Don't encourage them. You're under enough pressure and you're taking a short goal kick with 10 minutes to go and you're encouraging Napoli to come and squeeze the life out of you. It's madness.
On the other hand, Napoli in the second half were dominant because they were better on the ball. Their decision-making, the movement of the ball, the movement with the ball, overlapping runs on the outside. Dries Mertens, a dynamic player. Callejon down the right-hand side, always an outlet. You see a team that is dangerous enough that if you give them time and space, they're going to pick out the right pass, and then eventually they won a game that they deserve to win.